Now we're going to talk about the variety of product. There are two different types of wood construction. The first is cutting, carving, and shaping solid wood. The other way is veneer that is cut very thin from most times exotic woods. They are both differently priced. There's two different kinds of wood. There's softwood and then there's hardwood. Softwood, it comes from the trees that produce the needles, such as the tree with the cones. And then there's hardwood, which is produced from temperate zone deciduous or tropical broadleaf trees. It does not refer to the physical structure of the wood. And then there's also bent wood, where it's heated and it's able to be bent to be in different shapes, such as the rocking chair and the bench. Then there's wood particles, or wood composite panels. It is another material used. The boards are mostly used for performance and affordability and not for appearance. There are many different kinds of wood composite panels, such as plywood, particle board, medium density fiberboard, which is MDF, or hardboard or Oriental Strand Bond, OSB. So the plywood is it's sandwiches of wood or wood product between two layers of wood veneer at the top and bottom. Such in the picture, there's layers to it. Then there's particle board. It's manufactured from wood particles or fibers, which are bonded under heat and pressure with adhesive resin. So it's such as the particle board. And now there is the medium density fiberboard, which is MDF. It's manufactured by breaking down wood particles into fibers to the use of steam pressure. So there's top pictures, the particle board, and then there's the medium density. So the particle board has more air bubbles in it per se, and the medium density is very dense in its board. And then there's the Oriental Strand Board. It's made of thin, narrow strands of both hardwood and softwood, which are blended with adhesive and formed into multi-layer panels. The core strand are perpendicular to the surface strand, which are parallel to the long direction of the panel. Then there's the wood veneers. Veneer is sliced to about 128 to 136 inch thick. It provides more surface material for the exotic woods and is more affordable for the smaller amounts. It's adhered with pressure to a substrate to particle board or MDF. The term that refers to wood veneer is flitching, which refers to the section of a log ready to be sliced into leaves or to the bundle of leaves stacked in sequence after slicing. So veneer has four main types of slicing. There's plain or flat, quarter slicing, rift cutting, and rotary cutting. Plain or flat slicing is done by parallel to a line through the center of the log, producing a slightly wavy grain pattern, as such in the picture, where they cut off it to a octagon shape, and then they cut it into, using the knife, they cut it into slices, and it creates the cathedral pattern to the wood. Then there's the quarter slicing, which is similar to the quarter sawing process for lumber. It's produced a series of striped veneer panels. So they cut it into four sections, and they use the knife and they cut it into slices. Then there's the rift cut, and it's not usually done with any species other than oak. The rift cut is curvilinear, producing a very narrow striped grain. It's also cut into four ways, but then they cut it into a curvilinear way. Then there's the rotary cutter way. It produces wide sheets of veneer and is popular for use in less expensive veneer application. The log is mounted on a lathe and the veneer is sliced off as the log spins around. Softboards are usually rotary sliced. That's where they have the whole log, and then they as it's on the lathe and it's turning as they are cutting it. Then there's wood veneer matching, and there is where you can arrange the leaves in many different sequences to form patterns and effects. There are 5 types of crown veneers, but there are many more, but these are the 5 main, and they are book match, reverse diamond, herringbone, slip match, and end match. There is the examples of the herringbone and the reverse match on the diagram, and also from the top to bottom of the 3 is book matching, slip match, and end match. So book matching is where it's side to side, and the herringbone is where it's lengthwise. It's kind of got a wavy pattern to it. Reverse diamond is where it's into 4 quadrants, and it kind of comes together into a diamond shape. Slip match is where it's lined up straight, and that's the middle picture. And then the end match is where the ends of the veneer match up with each other. There's wood finishes, and the finish is added to the wood and used for a protective coat cover. It seals the pores and protects it from staining. Stains are transparent or opaque coating that penetrate and color a wood surface without masking its inherent grain. Lacquer, varnish, vinyl, polyester, polyurethane, and penetrates oils are many different types of finishes. Each one is used to protect the wood from different elements by sealing the pores. It not only protects the wood from scratches and dents, but also guards the color of the wood. There's many different kinds of finishes. I just put a couple of them. The first picture is on the left is finishes, and the second one with the natural light and medium is stains. And the last one is the picture of what patina looks like. And patina is the last finish, and it cannot be created or faked or applied. They are found due to use and wear and only happens over a long period of time. Joints. It is very important to know the joints used in different types of furniture construction. The different types of joints will determine the cost of the furniture and should be looked at to determine the quality of the furniture. The joints can be glued, bolted, or reinforced, the joints, or nailed. The most used joints are mortise, tenon, butt, dovetail, and rabbet. And now we are going to watch a video on the different types of joints.